Staying home in Gauteng these holidays? Well, there's no reason to be bored because Gauteng Tourism is promising visitors and locals a festive season to remember with a long list of activities. So we're going to get more details now from the spokesperson of Gauteng Tourism Authority, Barba Gaoganediwe. Barba, thanks for joining us this evening.
Great to be here, and thanks for the opportunity to share our bumper festive season with your viewers back home.
Okay, so we're saying bumper. What do we mean by bumper?
It's lit. GP is lit this festive season. We punk the festive season with a host of our activities. Gauteng is a pleasure destination, so we mix business and leisure. But for the better part of the year, it's mean business. But this is the time where we up the ante with our host of festivities, starting from activities that caters for the whole family. You know, the kids are home, school holidays. So from water sports, despite the weather, to water sports activities, we have one of the biggest water park place in the West End that just opened recently. If you go into our City Bank region, we still have the Aqua Dome, which is well closed, well curated, but also insulated to accommodate the weather. For the elders, the bumper festive season starts next week with Makelwane Festival, our homegrown activities where locals are celebrating in the spirit of Makelwane, and then we'll be going all the way into December, celebrating a bumper Christmas in Johannesburg, in Gauteng, with the DJ Shimza event on the 25th, right at Kasi in Tembisa. And then we close up the festivities, the biggest of them all, Afropunk Festival at our very own Constitution Hill. So that, together with spaces where you can take kids, the Joburg Hop on Hop Off bus offers kids special. Nowadays, the Gautrain during the festive season is no longer just a transport that moves people to work. It's an iconic train that people come all the way from Malawi, all the way from West Africa in Nigeria to come and witness this. So it's turning into a leisure facility. So we're converting some of our traditional museums into venues to host activities to support our leisure offerings.
But what also is very insightful is the fact that we've got a lot of foreign nationals that are going to be visiting Gauteng. And we're saying this because many would say the economic climate is quite tough, so individuals will not necessarily be traveling so much and would rather be opting to stay in Gauteng for the purpose of this festive season. So would the foreign nationals visiting us?
Definitely, and that's why we are focusing on the locals, me and you, the people of Gauteng, the GP stars, to be good champion hosts. Because right now, everybody, especially in West Africa, especially in the SADC region, people are no longer going to Paris, London for shopping. The Angolans are coming right here.
Are they going to Sandton, Bob? Is that what you're saying?
They are coming here, they are coming to Sandton, they are going to Maboneng, they are going to our townships, because not only in our town, in Sandton, do we have boutiques. We now have boutique facilities in Velagasi Street, we have boutique facilities in Mamelodi. The local designers are starting to set up their own Kasi curated experiences, and that's what makes this destination such a unique, because it's authentic, but it offers you both worlds. The Sandton concentration, nowhere else in Africa do you find such designer stores, but nowhere else in a township do you find such authentic experiences. That's why people from Nigeria, from Angola, from Botswana, from Lesotho are saying we're going to spend our Christmas, our festive season in Gauteng, but the locals are also saying there's no way I'm going to fill up this car with petrol and drive to the coast. In these tough economic times, I'm going to go to that hotel that I've been passing every day going to work, unable to go because right now is a low season, the prices are low.
Let me ask you this. I don't want to be the Grinch that stole Christmas from everybody, but I have to ask you on issues around safety, because we're seeing videos that are going viral. We know that safety is a big concern around the festive season. Criminals seem to be more happier and more jubilant simply because people have got bonuses, you know, around this time. So Stokvel crimes as well. It's a huge thing that happens around this season. So tell us about what's being done to beef up security, especially in the festive season.
Absolutely. We're dealing with this issue of safety not just as hearsay or a perception. It's a reality that we are going all full force. So next week, the ministers of tourism and the minister of state security and the safety ministers will make a big announcement around operations throughout the country around tourist hotspots, but also with the locals. Because the reality is that if you steal that bag from a tourist at Vilakazi Street, you are denying somebody else in that street an opportunity to make a living. The people in that street will be the first one to apprehend you as a criminal, because they've seen the value of what tourism have changed in the street. And that's the call we're making to our residents to join efforts with the police. The additional 1,000 metro officers that just paraded in the city of Johannesburg comes in very handy now at this festive season. But we continue to target our call to say, if we create a memorable, visitable experience that includes safe and secure environment, people will come and will start to reap the benefits of a visitable destination. So all of us working with the police, the closed-circuit television cameras that have been installed in our key hotspots will help us to reduce incidents of crime. But it starts with us. It starts with our own communities to name and shame, not to house these criminals, to expose them, because they are not coming from everywhere. They are within our own communities. So if we expose them, if we name and shame them, if we get the law enforcement agencies to do its work and the justice to buy it, we will start to now create a safer destination and start seeing more people visiting us and locals appreciating the value of tourism. Right now, it looks like it's for other people and the locals are not benefiting, primarily because some of these aspects of criminal activities.
Well, Barba, I know that I'm going to leave it with this, that you definitely said that Gauteng is lit when it comes to this festive season. So I'm going to leave it to you to make sure that individuals are able to experience it. We're going to leave it there for this evening. Barba Gaoganediwe, who is the spokesperson of Gauteng Tourism Authority, saying that it's going to be lit this festive season.